guys, it's your girl HeyParis and
hey boo.
What's your name?
You just said hey boo. It's your girl Tatchee.
Okay, basically this is what happened. We driving or whatever, right? Tatchee starts telling me a story. I said, bitch, stop, hold up, wait a minute. My subscribers gotta hear this. So I didn't hear the rest of the story. I literally said leave it until later. So we're doing story time with Tatchee today. Okay.
I'm about to tell y'all the tea.
But before we start today's video, let me tell you about an app that I've been using and I put Tatchee on. So you know when you're at the mall or a movie theater and you see those claw machines where you can play to win all sorts of prizes? Swoopy Live is that, but on your phone in an app in the comfort of your home. You can play live claw machines and win a bunch of different prizes. I love that sound. They have a ton of different prizes that you can choose from in a bunch of different categories. So they have toys, they have plushies, they have jewelry, they have kitchenware, they have items for your pets, health and beauty, electronics. Like, look, the possibilities are literally endless. So let me show you how it works really quickly. I'm gonna put my screen right over here. So let's play for these cute earrings. So I'm controlling this live right now with you guys. Like, I am moving this machine, and all I have to do is grab one of these teddy bears, and if I can get it into the box, let's see, I'm gonna press it. Ooh, I think it will catch it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yes! Listen, I'm a pro at this by now. Okay? So there you go, I won the earrings, and they will be shipped and delivered to me straight to my door in a couple of days. Swoopy is the perfect way to spend your spare time, win some fun prizes, have fun. And the best part is there's no monthly fees, and it's 100% free to download. It's a really fun and nostalgic experience. Honestly, for me, it brings me straight back to my childhood and just puts a smile on my face. You guys should definitely check it out. The link is gonna be in the description box down below where you can download Swoopy Live on your device, or you can scan this QR code right here and it will bring you directly to the download link. Thank you so much, Swoopy Life, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so start the story, girl. Let me hear it from the beginning. Roll it up.
I'm in grade 9, right? And
not now, not right now.
I mean now. Let me channel that. Let me go back. We gotta go back. We're going back. We're going back to 2007.
Okay. Shit.
Okay. It's 2007. I'm in grade 9. I'm cute or whatever. You know, I'm just it. I don't like. I hate. I'm bragging, but I was it. Okay. And I was it. Listen, I was it. Okay. And my boyfriend was in grade 11. And he had a core. And when you're in grade 9, you're not trying to look cute on the bus. You're trying to look cute in a Tessie. So like a Nissan Altima was a Tessie back then. Okay, I'm just saying. It was, yes. So, and it was like the perfect color. It was like olive green. I don't know if colors speak to you, but like colors speak to me. And just the color you choose on your car is just like that's how you're feeling.
I feel you.
So he was just a whole mood. Anyway, he was my boyfriend, so that was even a better mood. And like every girl was mad at me because when
bitches stay mad.
When 210 hit.
That's a 20.
I ain't waiting for no bus.
That's 20.
I ain't waiting for no bus. Like, he used to just pull up. And, like, in the morning, you know when you have to gel your hair down in the morning, but by the time you get to school, it's a mess? Yeah, mine was always perfect because I got picked up to go to school. So I didn't have to take the bus, okay? I pulled up to school already edges laid. They were perfect. No wind, no rain, no nothing. I didn't have to walk to school. So there were so many pluses with dating this guy. And I just, in general, really liked him and he really liked me. And also even how he approached me. It was just so, like, he told me that he liked my fly because obviously like I was cute. Okay. So it was just like, okay, I like your fly too, cute. And like, you know, anyway, so he's a lot older than me obviously in the sense that I have a late birthday. So when I'm in grade 9, I'm like 13 and I literally probably just turned 14. And he had an early birthday and he was literally 17, I think. Yeah, he was 17. So that's kind of like 4 years, but it's not really because I was turning 14. No, I think I was already 14. So that's 3 years. So it seems bad even though it really is only 2 years because he's in grade 9, I'm in grade 11. But because of our birthdays, the time did seem like it was a little big difference. And like, listen, he was a man. Like, I know he was in grade 11, but he had a beard in grade 11. He had a mustache, so he kind of looked a little older too.
Either way, bitches was mad because you were young and he was a little bit older.
He was a little old, so he just looked, even if he wasn't that cute, it's just because he wasn't that cute. He was cute to me, but like, I don't know if a lot, like he wasn't like the, you know, like, oh my God, but like there was so much things about him that like, you can just see like he was a man, even though he was in grade 11. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. you. But anyway, he had a lot of older friends too. A lot of his friends were in grade 12 or even in first year uni. So like he would obviously go hang out with those friends.
He was mature.
He was mature as fuck. And like the fact that he even drove was just like,
plus.
It was a plus. Like I'm gonna keep saying that. He drove. Okay. And one night him and his friends were having like a little barbecue or like whatever. They were just having people over at one of their other friends' house, and all of them were bringing their girls. It was just like a cute little hangout thing, like things that I did in grade 11. But remember, I'm in grade 9, so that stuff I didn't do yet. Like I didn't go hang out with friends with like boys, like not yet. I was only 14. So anyway, he invited me to go out, and obviously like I was trying to look cute with my boo too. Like him and his friends were there. Like I was trying to do that too, but I couldn't. So I snuck out.
Why couldn't you? Your mom
because my mom was not having that. Like, imagine I tell her, oh yeah, like I'm going out with my boyfriend at like 8 p.m. and I'm not gonna be back till midnight. And when I was 14, no. Like now I can do that no problem, obviously. Well, actually in grade 11, I started doing that no problem, but like grade 9? Like, could you do that?
Hell no.
Okay, no. Like,
beat my ass.
Like, I'd probably, grade 9, I could probably go out and come back at like 10 p.m. And like, she would have to know who I was with. But like, I couldn't tell her, oh yeah, like, I'm nah.
And then she'd be ringing off your phone all night.
Yeah, it wouldn't be cute. And I had a brick phone. Like, it was literally great, like a 2007, okay? Could you imagine? I had a Nokia brick phone. Anywho, so I wanted to go out with him, so I snuck out. I got all cute, and it was like 8 p.m. and I snuck out. And I've snuck out before to hang out with him all the time.
Are you kidding? My mom would, I could never sneak. Then again, I've lived in an apartment.
I lived in a house, so there was side doors, garage doors, back doors, basement doors.
You just waited for her to go to sleep?
I just waited for everyone to go to sleep, and it was about, and like people went to sleep early, so like it wasn't that big of a deal. No, people went to bed around like 10. So I left around like 11, and I was honestly only gonna stay out for like an hour and a half. I obviously wasn't gonna be out like all night. I was just gonna like, you know, chill for a bit and go to the friend's house. Like everything was mad close, like 5 minutes away his friend's house was. So whatever, he came to pick me up. It's around 11 o'clock. We go get food, and then we're hanging out with his friends, having a time. Like when I mean, I just felt so grown, even though I wasn't. And at that time, like I'm trying to think about how I felt, and I was just like, I didn't have to wear makeup. Like, bruh, what? No, I was so cute. Sometimes when I look back at pictures when I was 14, I'm like, yo, no wonder older men wanted me. I was cute, okay?
Yo, listen, when I tell you 14-year-old Paris was profit,
listen,
I was pulling grandpas.
I was pulling uncle.
Period. Like
aunties were mad when they saw me.
Aunties were upset.
They were mad. Okay,
they were upset.
They were like, look at this good skin gal. Yes, this is youth. Okay, I was serving youth. Okay,
on a platter.
So whatever, we were having a time, and then it was getting kind of late. All of his friends were leaving, and you know, he had a curfew too. Like even though he was in grade 11, he still had a curfew too.
A man with a beard and a curfew.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was still 17. Like, and he has a car, so his mom was telling him like, yo, you have to come home. So his mom was messaging him, telling him to come home. I'm just around like 1 a.m. So he wanted to dip right away, so he got his friend to drive me home, which I'm close with his friend, so it was like not really a big deal. Anyway, his friend drove me home, and when I pulled up to my house, the door was locked. Oh, even though I had left it open. I made sure I left it open because I knew I was coming back, but the door was locked. Yo, when I tell you, when I felt that door not budge, yo, my throat fell to my pum pum. I was petrified, okay? Yo, I couldn't believe, I was like, yo, I'm about to get beat. Like, I couldn't even feel my stomach. I was so upset and sad and like stressed, okay? And part of me was like, yo, just open the door. You got caught. Like, just ring the doorbell. Your
you
grandma.
Didn't have a key?
No, I didn't have a key. No, I left the door open.
Oh, Lord.
And because I thought I was gonna, you know, I didn't have, did I have a key?
You
or
got
not?
everyone sleeping.
I lied. I don't even remember if I had a key or not. I don't even remember that, but I guess I didn't because I was locked out. Maybe I didn't have a key that young, but then I must have. But I guess maybe I didn't have the key for the side door. I don't know, because I remember I went through the side door. Honestly, literally don't know. Maybe I left my key like a dummy. I don't even know. All I know is I couldn't get in without telling people I was getting in at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay, and I'm 14.
Oh my god!
So I was like,
I will beat my daughter's little booty.
I was like, am I gonna sleep outside? I'm like, what is happening? It was summer, so
am I gonna sleep outside?
It was summer, and it was like, it was fairly warm, so it wasn't that bad. Could you imagine if it was like minus 18 degrees in the winter?
Can I tell you something really quick? There's a girl in my complex. She's mud sick in our blood clot. She gets locked out all the time, even in the winter time.
Oh my god, you told me, and she's screaming. I remember.
I was like, oh my god.
I was at your house one time when we heard it. Yes. I remember.
Like, what's wrong with her?
She's like me. then I was like, whew, I was freaking out. And you wanna know what's crazy is I remember slightly like looking up at the window. I have these really beautiful, nice windows in front of my house, and you can kind of see everything. And I remember seeing my grandma looking out, looking for me. Like, cause my grandma's, I don't know who noticed, but all I know is my grandma was up and she was looking through the curtains and she was looking for me. And in my heart, I was like, just go. Grandma will let you in. Just go. She'll let you in. You're gonna get in trouble, but at least she's up to let you in. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going out like a little bitch. Like, I'm not, I don't know. It was like I was like, half of me was just like, okay, you got caught. And then the other half of me was like, are you dumb? I'm not going back in home. I'm gonna get beat. Like, I guess I was like scared, but then also part of me was just like, all right, just let it go. I didn't even know. Anyway,
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
I'd be pissing my pants.
Oh, I was pissing my pants. Anyway, I called my boyfriend and I'm like, yo, I told him the situation. Like, I'm locked out, blah, blah, blah. You wanna know what he told me? He's just like, yo, you got caught. Just go inside. I'll never forget this, because if I had listened, we'd probably still be together. But, you know, Tiana, she likes to do her own thing. She's stubborn as fuck. She didn't listen to her boo thing. She went and just did the most. Like, when I mean I exploded the situation, here what?
You could have just walked in.
I could have just walked in. I exploded the situation. I go and call everybody, anybody who I could think of who'd pick me up. I even called back his friend who dropped me off.
Wait, what was your plan? You wanted him to come pick you up in Dubai.
I don't know.
You gonna stay out the whole night?
Could you imagine? I'm 14. I don't know what my plan was, but all I knew was I was not going home. That was like my plan. I was like, I'm not going back home until maybe morning and I can sneak back in. Maybe they wouldn't know I was gone. I don't even know. I don't even know what I was trying to do. And when I look back, I'm like, Tiana, you're so dumb. You should just walked in and just got in trouble.
Okay, I want to know what happened next.
Anyway, so I decided to call everyone to come pick me up. Obviously, no one's answering. My one friend answered. My one good friend.
Good friend.
Good friend. She answered. And this friend was also kind of my stepsister at this time because her mom was dating my dad. That's probably why she answered, because me and her are mad tight. Anyway, and she's like up at them times. So she answered and I'm like telling her what's happening. She's freaking out, but she's also one of those friends who like tell her mom everything. And I'm not one of those friends. I tell my mom things months after they happen when I want to gossip about it. I don't tell my mom things that are happening in my exact moment, but she's that type of girl who will tell her mom what's going on in the exact moment. And I'm like, see, that's how I should
And
know.
her mom was basically your stepmom.
Exactly. Anyway, she goes and tells her mom that I'm locked out and that I went to go see a boy and I got locked out and all this rotating.
Wait, during the same time that you called her?
Yo, exactly. I'm on the phone, literally, and she's telling her mom what's going on. And my phone's dying. I have a brick phone and it's dying. So I'm like, yo, I need to do something. It was just crazy. Anyway, then she calls me. I'm talking to my stepmom almost now, like kind of like her mom, and she's telling me like, T, like I'm gonna try and get someone to come pick you up. Like it's okay, don't worry,
hold
blah,
up.
blah, blah.
Why is someone coming to pick you up at your house? You are at your house. And you want people to come pick you up so you could go away from your house after you done snuck. You stupid. You're 14-year-old, you was stupid.
Yeah, I was stupid.
You're stupid.
But then it's also like, that's what she was telling you. I'm just listening. So you know what's crazy? It's like, why didn't she just tell me to go inside? Like maybe I was just looking for guidance and I didn't want to listen to my boyfriend. So here I am talking to a full-on adult and she didn't tell me to go inside. So I was just listening. Okay, it's her fault. Listen, so she got someone to come pick me up. One of her friends who lived really close to me came to come pick me up. And listen, that was a long night. I probably didn't get into that friend's house and I had no idea. Like literally, I had no idea who this lady was. It was my friend's mom's friend. I have no idea who this lady is. And she just picks me up. She gave me a room to sleep in and she said, I think your friend's mom's gonna come for you in the morning. And I'm like, all right, cool. Me like thinking,
I need to know what is going on in your head.
What's going on in my head? I don't know. And I was telling my boyfriend what was happening the whole time. Like the whole time I'm telling him what was happening, and he's kind of just like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, you don't even talk to me in the morning. Like, let me know when you're home. Like he all he wanted to know was when I was home. I kept remembering that he kept saying, okay, text me. Like, are you gonna go home? Like he kept saying that, and I was just completely like, what was I thinking? So then, anyway, whatever. I'm at this random lady's house now. I maybe slept for a few hours, and I wake up to people talking about me. I wake up to like teenagers, like I think my age, maybe that I'm assuming now that it was that lady's kids who were in high school too. So obviously they're like talking like, do you know this girl? Like type of thing. And
who the hell's in the bed?
Who the hell is at her house? And I wake up to people like whispering and talking about me, saying that I go to like saying my high school, and my high school is right beside a public high school. So it's just like a plethora of students around the same age who know each other, know who each other, and all that shit. So they went to the high school. The kids that lived at that house I was randomly at went to the high school that was connected to my high school. Do you know who they are now? No, I don't even know who they are now. I think I do, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I just wake up to people talking about me, and I don't even know what was going through my mind, but all I knew was I guess I was scared to go home. So anyway, I'm now at this random lady's house. The lady comes in the room and she made me breakfast. So sweet. I go down and I eat breakfast, and then while I'm eating breakfast, she goes, "Yeah, your stepmom's on the way, but she's with your dad."
Ooh, I have to go.
Bro, when I found out that my dad was, because obviously my stepmom told me, like, what was I not thinking? I'm gonna
Continue. I need to hear from here in case I gotta run.
I'm thinking my stepdad, like I'm thinking my mom, who's this woman who's dating my dad, is gonna tell my dad. I don't even know if I didn't think that. I thought maybe she was cool and she wouldn't, she'd come alone, but no. She came with my dad. So my dad pulls up to this random house to pick me up, and my dad didn't say nothing to me. My dad didn't say nothing. My dad didn't say, he didn't even look at me. He didn't even look at me. I just go into the back of the car and I'm just silent, and like luckily my friend was there. Like she was my really good friend at the time, so that was really comforting. That
bee's coming back.
It's coming in here, and I'm about to dip. I'm Jamaican. I'm Jamaican.
Get out the car. Yo, come out the blood clot here. Where is it?
It's out. I'm Jamaican. Anyway, so my dad pulls up and I get into the back of the car. My dad doesn't say anything to me. Whew, I'm sweating and I'm like again, rumbling in my tummy. Like I'm just like, I didn't even know what to do. My dad wouldn't even look at me. I was freaking out. Anyway, I text my boyfriend real quick and I told him that I'm with my dad. And I didn't say much because remember, this is like texting back when you had to press the number a billion times to get to the letter. Texts are nice, short, and sweet, okay? So all I said was,
dad.
Yeah. So I'm like, with dad, whatever. My dad says one word and he's just like, who were you with last night? And I was like, my friend. And then all of a sudden, it's almost like my friend's mom, who was dating my dad, wanted to kind of, I guess, do the difficult part for him, kind of play that nurturing role. So she's just like, who's the boy, Tiana? And I'm like, oh my God, you're not my mom. Like, you know what? Who are you? I'm like, Mom, this is what I was trying to prevent. And here you are acting like a mom, but you were so nice to me on the phone last night, but all of a sudden, because my dad's here, you're trying to act like, what? You were my friend last night.
It's like, how is this all
happening? Like, I don't understand the frequency right now, okay? And anyway, she goes, who's the boy? My dad said, give me your phone. I give my dad the phone, and he asked me what the boy's name is. I tell my dad the boy's name. My dad starts typing the boy's name in the phone to find the contact. He finds the contact. This guy hits call.
Ooh.
Listen, I had just texted my boyfriend letting him know that I'm with dad and I'm gonna call him. So when my boyfriend saw this call, he thought it was me calling. Why does he answer, hey babe?
Oh, get out the whip. I'm gone. I gotta go.
Don't leave me.
Not hey babe. Oh, my dad would bust my ass.
Yo.
I feel like my dad would bust my ass right now if Cameron called me babe. And I'm married to the man. My dad would be pissed.
It's different. When you're a dad, it's different. Yo, listen, my dad was just like, this is my dad just ignored it. My dad said, this is Tiana's dad. I felt his whole mind just dropped too. Like I felt it. He was just like, my dad was like, this is Tiana's dad. I've come to the realization that you guys were together last night and I want to meet up and talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah. So my boyfriend was just like, oh, I'm out with my brother right now. Like, what? Oh, it's in here. Get out. Why do you keep coming back? Get the fuck out of here. Whew. So he literally is like trying to tell my dad that he can't come. Like obviously he's trying to come up with an excuse because he's just like, I'm not trying to meet up with this girl's dad right now. Listen, my boyfriend was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of with my brother right now. We're getting a haircut. And my dad's like, do you understand that my daughter's only 14?
Oh.
And he's just like, how old are you? And then my boyfriend says 17. And he's just like, listen, we need to find a place to meet up right now. And then my stepmom takes the phone, I guess feminine energy, to try and convince them to meet up. Anyway, we end up at the outside of a grocery store. Literally, so
You were
random.
there too?
I was there. My dad, they agreed to meet up at the outside of the grocery store, which was close by for both of us. So I guess that's where they decided to meet. My dad pulls up. I already saw his car when we were pulling up, so I knew he was there with his older brother. I remember the feeling when we pulled up there and I saw his car. I was like, yo, bye boyfriend. This
Bye,
is like,
boyfriend.
I literally was like, all that stuff I was talking about in the beginning, yeah, gone.
Oh, car gone.
Car
The
gone.
Nissan gone.
Anyway, but I was still holding on to the chance.
Gone.
I was still holding on. I'm like, maybe he'll understand. I'm only 14. So then, anyway, my dad comes out the car, stepmom comes out the car, brother comes out the car, boyfriend comes out the car. Me and my friend, we stay in the back because we're like, let's let the adults talk clearly. So then they're talking. My dad's saying like, oh, do you know how old she is? Why did you have her out so late? Did you know that she was sneaking out? Like asking him bare questions. And he's just like, and he wasn't answering because my dad was more talking to the older brother. And they're just all discussing what could happen. And they're just talking about what could have happened and how I'm only 14. And then my stepmom, my friend's mom, starts saying like, just bringing up the most, like talking about if I could get pregnant. And I'm just like, can you chill?
Pregnant?
Yeah, like she's just bringing up the most things that aren't gonna happen, that weren't happening at all. Like it was just like embarrassing. Anyway, even a little quarreling started to happen, and I'm just like, oh, I was just like, okay, listen, we're in a parking lot. It's not that serious. I'm home safe now, and it was just a mess. Anyway, they ended up settling things. I don't know. I guess the literally the point of them meeting up was to like for my dad to literally be like, listen, my daughter's not supposed to be out that late. You took her out. She's your responsibility when you're with her. You're clearly older than her. You should have known better. I guess it was just like a lesson moment my dad was trying to tell him.
Yeah, especially since he has sons too. So
yeah,
it's
so
just like, you need
he
to
was
know
just
better.
trying to talk to him like, yo, next time, like it's not gonna run like that. And anyway, and then at the end, his brother, my boyfriend's brother, kept saying, don't worry, he's not seeing that girl anymore. Like he kept saying, don't worry, like, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, what? It's my boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there, his heartbroken, thinking, why is the brother saying that? Like, nah, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, that night on MSN. That night on MSN, obviously I hit him up like, hey, with two eyes. Hey, babe. My dad took my phone. I miss you.
Oh no.
I'll see you on Monday. He hit me with first of all, he didn't answer. I hit him with the question marks, and he's just like, yo, T, we're not seeing each other anymore. I thought that was clear. You're too young for me, blah, blah, blah. All the too young, you're too young.
His brother got
to his head, and he's just like, nah, you're too young. Like, we can't be doing this. Like, it's done. It's over. Like, let it go, T. Like, He was super nice about it, too. And I'm just like, they're like, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. And then once I said that, it was almost like I told you, T. I told you to go home, and you didn't listen. He said, you don't listen to me. And it was just like,
he's basically saying it didn't have to get
it didn't have to happen. You should have just went home. You knew you snuck out. You should have took the L, and you didn't listen to me. I told you to go home 3 times. And it was almost just like, he probably felt like I didn't listen to him at that point too. Not even about what happened. It's the fact that I didn't listen to him, and he obviously was older and didn't know better. So it's like, my dad's there trying to talk to him when he's probably sitting there like, yo, I told her to do this. And anyway, so the next Monday, I'm like, how am I gonna face him in the hallway now? Because remember, this is high school, bro. Like,
that's the main reason why I didn't date no one from my school.
Listen, it was like, how am I gonna face him? Like, what's gonna happen? He's gonna see me, and remember, this is the first morning I'm waking up and I have to walk.
You have to walk to school?
I had to walk because he's not gonna come pick me up now. I gotta walk to school.
The Nissan is going.
Bro, why is this Monday morning it's raining cats and dogs, B? Like, when I mean it's pissing raining, it's pissing raining. Like, when I mean the Nissan would have came in clutch, it would have came in clutch, and I have to walk in the piss ass rain. And I did my hair good up because I thought I was gonna see him, because I thought maybe if I look cute.
Trying to look cute.
Yeah, and my hair, what do you mean? My hair was cute and laid, and by the time I got outside, afro. It was giving cute mixed girl to hello disco. Like, it was just a mess. Anyway, so I'm walking on this street now, like the street to get to my school, and I hear like a lot of loud music and like a fast car, and the music sounded familiar, and I know that's his car. So I turn around. Yo, why does he zoom by me so fast and water splashed on me?
No, he petty for that.
No, he's petty.
He petty for that.
And I don't know if he knew it was me, but like, bro, he just went zoom, and all you hear is the music blasting, so I buy zoom. The water. I was just like, all the water just smacked on my face. Yo, I was embarrassed. I was like, yo, now I'm soaked. Now I have to go to school, and he's gonna recognize what I'm wearing and know that it was him that just splashed water on me. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, I get to school. I was dodging people because I also know that bear girls are gonna be like, oh, so how come you have to walk today? Because remember, you know, I didn't really put it in people's faces.
We can go back in time and beat a bitch ass.
Listen,
because if anyone was out, there was
that one girl who wanted to beat me so bad. So obviously she noticed, okay, and she was just like, so yeah, I had to walk to school. I'm like, listen, bitch, matcha your business, okay? And obviously she's all up in it, like, oh, what happened? Did you guys break up? Like, you know, trying to get my sloppy seconds. Listen, he doesn't date 14-year-olds, okay?
Anymore. Not anymore, bitch.
I was the first and the last. Youngin, okay? I was the first and the last PYT, okay? Anywho, so worst one. And then I didn't even tell you guys when I got home after being with my dad. When I got home, my mom, she didn't even grab the belt. And she didn't even grab the wooden spoon either.
And she grabbed.
I don't know if you guys ever gotten beaten, like with your with a fist while they're wearing rings.
Jamaican moms
my mom's
rings.
cheap ass rings, bro, that she doesn't even wear. So she put them on to flaunt and to beat my ass, bro. I got thumped. Like she's like, don't you ever sneak out again. And it was summer. Remember, I told you it was hot. So it was, I think this might have happened in like June. You know, I was grounded. Like, when I mean that summer, I didn't go nowhere. Like, I didn't go nowhere. And I used to go places. Like, I used to be out. And I literally could not go anywhere. My mom had me locked up in the basement.
Summertime too?
And it was summer. And I was in grade 9. Like, going to grade 10, you think you're kind of big now because you're out of the... You know what I mean? It was, summer would have been lit. Listen, I didn't go nowhere. My mom even put me in summer school even though I didn't have to be. And then, listen, my mom took everything from me, locked me up in the basement, and the only place I was allowed to go was the library. Every time I went to the library, I had to get a minimum of 10 books. And then every 2 weeks I'd go and I'd switch them out. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you this lesson right now.
Okay.
Because if my mom didn't do that, I don't know what would happen, but that made me love books. I started reading. I fell in love with reading. I fell in love with, you know, like reading stories about other black girls. And I don't know what it was, but I would go through one book in a day. That's all I could do. My mom took everything from me. So I feel like if my mom didn't do that, I wouldn't have studied the way I studied. I wouldn't have known the things I've known. And it kind of just gave me a realization, like, T, you don't need to be worried about boys. Like, read books, learn life. Like, you know, just, you don't need to worry about boys right now. Like, you have your whole life to live. Learn, be smart, be curious, learn yourself.
And that's why
share
you're so
stories.
well-spoken and why you're so feminine and so graceful.
I learned from
bitch.
the books.
Exactly.
And
sometimes your mama gotta beat that into you.
Sometimes she has to beat your ass and just literally just put some discipline and make you obedient. Okay? She needed to put me under manners because I was going down the wrong road, clearly sneaking out with older boys. And even though I still continue to do that, I learned myself and realized, like, you know, I think I got smarter with that ass whooping. I think it was good for me. It had to happen.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Even though I lost my boo, got beats, and that was also the time that my dad kind of like officially knew I was like dating, because you know, before that my dad didn't even know that like I talked. You know what I mean?
Like, my sweet daughter, no, she's reading.
Yeah, she's reading her books and she's going to school. No. And listen, all I have to say is when you're in grade 9 and 10 high school, I know you guys, it's all about boys and things like that, but really you have so much time for that. Trust me. Dating in your 20s and 30s when you're actually grown and you know things, it's so much more better because you prevent yourself from having negative experiences. Because I promise you, niggas ain't shit, especially in high school. They don't want anything from you. Literally, it was just
high school.
Just
dating in high school is so stupid.
So
There's
pointless.
only 1% of you guys who are dating in high school right now that is going to actually still be with your high school sweetheart years from now. Only like 1% of y'all. The rest of y'all, you're gonna look back at the guy you were dating in high school and be like, ew.
It's so unknown stress when you could literally be reading a book about some next things, and then it literally made me love books. I used to hate books before that, and then now I literally was like, yo, books is like, you're like living the life to this person right now. And it was just a whole learning experience for me. And listen, now I'm black, beautiful, and educated.
And that's on that with that. Anyways, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've experienced anything like this. Have you ever got caught for sneaking out of your house before?
Tell us your worst ass whooping. I'm really curious to know.
I have a video of my worst ass whooping on my channel.
And let us know what your mom used. A wooden spoon, belt, rings.
We do not condone child abuse or hitting and shit. But some of us we went through it. We learned that we still love our mamas, okay? Make sure you follow me and Tatchee on Instagram
and TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok. That's all. There ain't nothing else for us, to be honest. Anyways, love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.